What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Flavio. You guys are watching The House of Collectibles, and today we are taking a look again at another Hot Toys unboxing. Today we are looking at the Stealth Suit Spider-Man. If you guys like more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go. All right, guys, and taking a look at this beautiful artwork that you are going to see after you slip off the top cover, and you are just greeted to a beautiful picture of the Spider-Man stealth suit swinging in front of this beautiful picture of the Molten Man that you get inside, because yes, this is the deluxe version, and this is MMS 541 1/6 scale collectible figure. Beautiful, beautiful. Taking a look at the other side, this is the one side, and you see that the image wraps over to the other side, and it's kind of like a double effect. You can see the arm of the Molten Man behind Peter, and I kind of like that because it's matching him. And this is the other side. And up top, it'll say Spider-Man Stealth Suit Deluxe Version, MMS 541 1/6 scale collectible figure. The bottom is going to have that beautiful movie print with the title saying Spider-Man Far From Home. And around the back is all of the names of the people that participated in making this product. Once again, thank you JC Hong, Howard Chan, and everybody from Hot Toys. And on the back, you're going to have more of that green Mysterio's illusion. This box is also done in a book flip style cover. So as you open it, you will be introduced with a preview window of your figure. And on the inside, look at this beautiful, beautiful artwork of Mysterio casting that illusion with the Molten Man and messing with Peter's head like he did in the whole movie. Very, very like that artwork. Now we're going to take the figure out of the box and see this, because I'm super, super excited to see what Hot Toys did with this. I'm very, very interested to see the material, the way they did this thing, and how they put it together. I loved this suit in the movie. It's very different from what we're used to seeing on Spider-Man, hence red and blue. This guy's all black, so he's going to stand out in your collection. So let's check him out. Not only am I excited to see this guy, but I'm super excited to see this Molten Man, and we can already kind of see this. This box is huge, and I knew that that had to do with this guy, so I am super excited. All right, and actually you got to take the base out first, and you can just see the size there. Very beautiful. And now, first in-hand impressions. Beautiful. I'm loving it. And wow, he looks so sick, guys. All right, without further ado, let's take everything out and see what this guy's about. All right, guys, and now we're going to take a look at all of the accessories that come in the box for your Stealth Suit Spider-Man. And this is the deluxe, so this is the one that comes with the base, obviously. But if you guys don't get the deluxe, you will be just left with this stuff on the left side that you see here. For me, I definitely wanted to get the base. It was a no-brainer for me. You know, this piece is just so sick, guys. Like, let's just take a look at it. There's so much paint, there's so much detail in it. The Molten Man looks so angry. He looks so sick. You got pieces of like a building or concrete, you know, architecture here on the floor. And this is kind of maybe where you will put your Peter evading this Molten Man. And this is where you'll connect the flight pole for the figure. But look at that. Look at that face. He's angry. He's upset. He seems summoned. And there's just so much detail in here. You have his arm coming out of the ground as well. And it really does it for me. I think Hot Toys did a great job. This was done by Hive Studio, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're the people that do most of their bases. They do a 3D imaging rendering of the base, and then they make it, and then, you know, gets painted, whatever Hot Toys does with it. But I don't think Hot Toys does this in-house. I believe this is done by Studio Hive. But yeah, so many different paint colors on here. Like, there's light yellows, there's translucent oranges that go into lighter yellows. deep red, orange, yellows. Crazy, guys. It's sick. I just don't even know where to begin. This also is powered, so there is a battery port down here in the back. I don't think they're included, and I am not too sure what batteries you use. I don't know if it's AAA or AA. I believe AA, 3 AA's if I'm not mistaken. And there's 2 modes, as you can see here, on 1 and on 2. And I don't have the batteries in here as well, but you can either have it on a steady lit motion, or you can have it with a strobe lighting effect. And there's even a light in the base of his mouth. I've seen it before. It looks very sick, so I can't wait to have that displayed. Maybe in the future we'll do a collection tour and you guys will see it in there. But yeah, the base definitely had to have it. And if you know Hot Toys never made the Elementals, here's your one chance to have a representation of that here with this base. And over here, you are given the tried and true different web effects that come with most Spider-Man. You got the spooled up one. I think this one's probably always been one of my favorites. You get a right angle over here, and you get a couple of other straight shots, and those will go in the hands just like most of the other Spider-Man figure. And you also get a funnel as well. I like this one too, because you can kind of have him posted up and have this kind of like attached to a wall or another figure as he has just shot them or pulling them back. You also get these, which are the little like goggles that he flips up in the movie with this suit. And this one is the one that clips on, if I'm not mistaken, or no, it's magnetic. Yeah, so there's a magnet here on the back, but this is the one, if I'm not mistaken, that the eyes pop out, that you will also be using these other eye attachments. So I think these pop off, and then you can pop these eyes on, and the one that comes with on the mask already for the figure, it slides up and it kind of has like a hinge on it. So this one's the static one, I believe, that just clips on and you can have the different eye poses. And then the one that comes on the figure is the one that slides up, and you guys will see that a little bit later. You also get a pair of squinted eyes as well, and these are done very nicely. There is a honeycomb pattern to them, and they kind of have like a shine to them, as they would be real life lenses like in the movie. And here you also get a pair of wide open ones, and these are done just as beautifully as the other ones, and I think these are usually my favorite pair. I like my Spider-Man being very surprised and animated. And here is an awesome party piece as well, guys. They didn't have to do this, but they added in a skin tone neck, man, and Hot Toys is dope for this, man. Like, I really like the thought process that they think of. Well, you know, you guys bought that previous figure or the last figure. We didn't give you that accessory in that last pack, but we're gonna throw it in this one. And they kind of make you buy their things like that. But, you know, that's awesome, because this goes to show that, you know, they're always thinking of all those accessories that you get in other boxes that, you know, people might just have laying around. They want you to have multi-purposes for them. So they added in a flesh tone neck here, being that the suit is kind of like a, you know, kind of like a military type suit. So you would see his neck like he did in the movie. And they did awesome here. The skin tone is done very nicely, and the skin texture is done very nicely as well. And it's not just a hot dog shape. They even put in a little Adam's apple detail there as well. So I like that. And we'll look at this later with the upgraded suit head on there on the figure. So I really like that. That's awesome that they did that. With the figure itself, you also get an extra pair of 4 hands. I'm not going to go over all of them crazily, but you know, you get the classic web shooting hands, the fists. the wall crawling hands, and these are kind of like relaxed type or running hands, but they're done all the same way, very nicely. There's a ton of texture, a ton of detail there, just like he would have with his fingerless gloves. And you can see the web shooter actuators on the bottom as well. The skin tone for the fingers are done very, very nicely, just like the neck and the other parts of the figure. The texture though are dope. Like there's like a multi-textural pattern here for the hands, and they come off really, really nicely. And you can tell that these are, you know, techie gloves. So I really like that. But without further ado, after we've seen all of these accessories, let's finally see the figure in hand and see what they did. All right, guys, and here he is standing straight up and down, Stealth Suit Spider-Man. I can't begin to tell you how good this figure really is. Hot Toys just knows how to make good figures, and we're going to take a closer look at all of the detail that they packed into this guy. All right, guys, and taking a closer look at the Stealth Suit Spider-Man, boy, is he amazing, guys. Just in hand, there's just so much going on here. I was saying so much detail before. There's so much detail here in the suit, and I'm just taken back from it. Taking a closer look at this guy, starting off, you know, the head sculpted, no fabric there, right? So it's awesome how they did that, guys. You can actually see the texture there on the head sculpt, and it's very, very deceiving. You know, just looking at this, not seeing this in person, you would think that this is that knitted material mask that he wore in the movie, but no, this is all sculpted here. The strap for his goggles are even sculpted as well, and that feels like it could be a strap material, and it's not. I just love what they did here. You have the face, the eye plates here on the face, and these are the ones that come on the mask that I was telling you guys about, and they are the ones that hinge up, and check out that. It's magnetic, and you can see Tom behind the mask. I don't know about you guys, but I can tell that those are Tom Holland's eyes. Hot Toys did so good. They have him looking off a little bit to the side, and I really like that. But the depth of the head sculpt itself is just ridiculous. It's like he's behind the mask. It's not just one piece, and it really does it for me. You can see the detail under on the goggles as well, and then these just pop off like so via magnet, and you can switch between these or the other ones that you can change the eyes out. So sick. I think that's genius. I mean, the fact that Hot Toys can give us a lifelike figure and realistic figure, and then actually have the suit work too like it did in the movie, is just bananas to me, guys. All right, guys, and very quickly, I just wanted to show you the incorporation of the head sculpt that comes with the upgraded suit. So if you guys have the upgraded suit, you guys can pop that off, use the skin tone neck that came with the stealth suit Spider-Man, and use the head sculpt with the Edith glasses, like in the scene right when he was giving Mysterio the Edith glasses. Very dope. It looks beautiful. The skin tone matches beautifully to the head sculpt already, and yeah, guys, I'm loving it. I think this might be the way that I display him in my collection. So I don't know, stay tuned, we'll see. There's so many different ways you can do this guy. Taking a look at the suit, it's very different from anything that I'm used to from a Spider-Man. I guess the most thing that I could compare this to, even though I don't have one, but it seems like this could be like a Captain America figure. This piece, this suit is a couple layers. There's padding under the figure, right, on the body, but then here for the suit, there's different layers. You have this like fabric like material, and then over here for these Kevlar bulletproof plates, as he would have on the actual suit itself, they're kind of almost like a rubbery overlay with the sculpted texture and detail to match those pieces like they would in the movie. So you might have a little hindrance here with articulation, but for the most part, I don't think this suit is going to crease. I don't think you're going to have a lot of problems posing him, and you can possibly maybe leave him in those poses. These rubber pieces here might just be some of the pieces that might get a little bit creased, but I don't even think you'll have a problem with that. You also have the zipper going right down the middle of the suit, and that looks amazing. The zipper is not functional, but it is there, and I really like that detail as well. You have the straps over the top holding the plates on his chest to the back part of the suit here. You have these straps here at the bottom holding his abdomen section, plates and all of that stuff all around to the back. You have these shoulder plates on the shoulders here that are also done in that bulletproof style, and you can even see the bucklings. There's like silver in there. A lot of detail on this suit, guys, that, you know, even I'm probably just looking over because there's just so much here. Like his utility belt is dope. There's different paints, colors there. You could see like the little different hints of like gray and silver with the black tones. You got the light gray paneling piping throughout the suit as well. And the back here is dope. Like I said, you got the straps that are all going to the back. You have his utility belt from the front coming around to the back. And what else? His web shooters. Yeah, web shooters. Very, very dope. You can see like there's so much detail in there. You also got like different pieces of like silver. You have like a darker gunmetal here, probably for where the cartridges would go, and you even have a little bit of red in there as well. Like I said, not something that I remembered from seeing in the movie, but you know, Hot Toys has inspiration and references. They're going to get all of the details there. Even here with this, with the shield symbol here that people were speculating that it was in at first in the movie and then they took it out last minute. We don't know, but that's exactly how it was in the movie, and I really, really like that as well. This suit was given to him by Nick Fury to hide Spider-Man's identity while he was overseas. So this suit is definitely a very, very important part of the trilogy, and I think for a Spider-Man display. Going down to the thighs, you also get these Kevlar armor plates as well, and they're strapped to the suit. And I just love how everything has its place on the suit here. It's not like, okay, they have these bulletproof straps here, but they're just attached. No, like they even sculpted in the clips here, like as they would be all throughout the suit. And he has these knee pads as well that are also fused to the suit itself. So I'm not sure if, you know, maybe in the future with a lot of knee bending, you might see a little bit of separation problems, but I don't think so. This feels very, very constructed nicely. So here, like this is what I was saying, multi-layers. You see this panel here is very different from what this back piece is here. This piece here that you have on the back side of the figure on certain parts and up top as well almost feels more like a synthetic, almost like a rubbery plastic fabric, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And like even down here for in between the legs, you got like this different textured and paneling material as well. So very, very detailed. It's not just a flat black suit all around. There's actually layers and layers to this suit. So I think they did a sick job. Like I'm even missing this, and look at this. there's the layering of the top on the shoulders, and I just like that because there's just little attention to details like that is what got me into collecting Hot Toys. Just the fact that they really can show you every little piece of detail that you didn't even see when you were watching the movie yourself. Down to the legs here, these were done awesome. I like these a lot too because they're separate pieces. So this piece up here is free floating from the bottom half of the boot itself, and I love that because it is a split cut boot design, even though it's very hard to tell because how seamless they did this here. So this top part is free floating, like I said. Then you have his ankle piece that also moves individually from the foot itself down here, and you just have a ton of room for articulation here. You can even see the detailing on the top of the boot. There's weathering, there's a bit of dirt and grime because Spider-Man isn't putting these boots on for the first time. He's definitely out in the field, and even down to the bottom you can see here as well the little detailing of the dirt, which I really like. I don't think we get that a lot in Spider-Man figures, on the suited figures, just because I guess, I don't know, maybe he's never really touching the ground because he's always swinging around. But in this one he definitely was on foot, so you know they added that little detail there for that as well. So yeah, I'm really loving this piece. This figure is awesome. I'm definitely going to display him on the base, and maybe you guys will see that here a little bit later or in the future. But now let's take a look at articulation. All right, guys, going over articulation, do bear in mind this is my personal copy. So if you guys want to push the joints a little bit further, you guys can do that. Starting off at the head sculpt, it is on a split neck design. So there is a ball peg at the base of the skull and at the base of the neck. So he can look up to about there, and looking down to about there. Very beautiful. I think that is more than enough. He can turn side to side, obviously, and tilt for about that much, and also rock forward and back as well. So that's it for the sculpt there. Going for the arms, they're on a soft ratchet and they can go up to about there. And yep, it is definitely on a soft ratchet. You can tell more for this side compared to my other side, and they go up to about there. There is a split at the bicep, so they can swivel like that. There's a hinge for the shoulder going up and down, and the elbows have a double bend, and they can get way past 90. Very beautiful. Nothing crazy there with the suit, being that it is mostly fabric, so nothing crazy there, nothing to worry about. These are free floating, so after you guys pose, you're just gonna have to rearrange them and adjust them and mold them to how you guys want his shoulders to be. They might lean out a little bit, but nothing to be worried about there. Regular 1/6 scale wrist peg with swivel like that. And for the waist, he can crunch forward to about that much. Again, this is my figure, so I'm not going to go too crazy, but he probably can even go a little bit more. He bends back a lot further, very nicely there. And he's going to have a little bit of twist, and he can also pivot side to side. Down here for the legs, he will go out to about there, going back to about there, nothing crazy. And there is a swivel at the top of the thigh, like so. And down here for the knee, you have a double bend, very beautiful there. And down here for the legs, You have a split cup boot design again, so you have full articulation of the ankle and the foot separately. Like, look at that. This guy literally could break ankles here on the court. Like, oh, I literally broke his ankle on camera. All right, he's out of surgery. He's fine. So yeah, and also for the toe, you have a split toe design as well. So you can also have that toe articulation there. It's almost hidden so beautifully that you couldn't even see it until you mess with it, and then you'll see it. There's a seam there. So yeah. All right, guys, not to keep you too much longer here, but I did one pose with the Stealth Suit Spider-Man, and I also tried to incorporate the Molten Man base. I think it came out really good. Let me know in the comments below if you guys like this figure and want to see more content like this in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We will catch you guys on the next episode.